I keep hearing that October is the scariest month of the year, and I think I've figured out why. All the shops all of a sudden think it's Christmas. I want to talk about that today. So I've got 6 do's and don'ts that I want to talk about around spending in the Christmas season. First thing I don't spend money on is Christmas cards. When I was going around the shops at the weekend, I started to notice that they had Christmas cards for sale, and the price was up to £5.99 per card. Like, look, if you're going to spend £5.99 on me, buy me a 4-pack of Monster. At least I can drink the contents of that before I chuck it in the bin. Don't spend money on Christmas cards. Nobody really wants them, almost nobody keeps them, and they're ultimately going to end up in the bin. Speaking of expensive rubbish, the second thing I don't buy is premium wrapping paper or gift bags. I've seen wrapping paper charged with £5 a roll for like 2 metres, or a gift bag £5 to £10 for one bag. More than likely, these items are going to end up in the bin. So why are we spending so much money on them? Don't do it. You can typically buy like 3 for £3, the cheapest wrapping paper you can find. Use that, at least you're not spending £5 per person on wrapping paper or on the gift bag you're putting the item in. If you've bought both of these things, you've potentially spent over £10 on someone before you've even bought them a gift. I don't know how wealthy you are, but I'm certainly not able to afford that. My friends and I have a tradition that we've done for the last 10 years or so, and this is to meet up before Christmas for an early Christmas dinner, because obviously we go and see our actual families on Christmas. For the last several years, that's been at my house. Now, I feel obligated to buy crackers, but I really don't see the point in them. The next tip is, don't buy premium Christmas crackers. Nobody wants to wear the stupid hat. Nobody wants the premium gift inside. I can't tell you how many times I've bought premium crackers still to find people leaving the nail clippers, the pen, the paper clip, or that floppy fish thing on my table when they leave and go home. Right, so instead of Christmas crackers, I want to propose a new tradition. Bear with me. Everybody just shakes hands, and when they do, they shout bang at each other. Okay? Then we give everybody 50 pence, and they play heads or tails, and whoever wins gets to keep the 50 pence. Let's be honest, no one's leaving that 50 pence on the table when they go home. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of that idea. I think we could start a Christmas revolution. The fourth thing I don't buy at Christmas are selection boxes and advent calendars. The reason for this is they're bad bang for your buck. Let me give you an example. I saw a Ferrero advent calendar for £12.99. Now, we all know that advent calendars have 24 windows, meaning you're going to get 24 Ferreros in that advent calendar for £12.99. Now, if you don't think I went and did the research to find out how much I could buy 24 Ferrero Rochers for, you must be new to the channel. So why not like, comment and subscribe to help the engagement? But for everyone else, I found that right now Asda has a special on where you can buy the normal 24 pack of Ferrero Rochers for £6.50. Ask me how I know. Now, I'm not against you having an advent calendar for yourself or even your children, but as I've just shown, you can save yourself 50% of the cost if you just buy the full pack of Ferrero Rochers for £6.50 and then give your kid one every day. They're not going to know the difference, and if you're quite crafty, you could even make a home activity where you create your own advent calendar, where a bit of cloth with 24 pouches in it, and then you can fill it with these Ferrero Rochers. And that advent calendar is reusable year after year. The fifth thing I don't buy or recommend you buy at Christmas are retail gift cards, because only one of 3 things is going to happen with them. Number 1, there's not going to be enough money on it for the thing that somebody wants to buy, and they're going to have to top it up. I've done actually some research into this, and statistically, if someone's buying something with a gift card, they have to top it up by another £10 themselves. And the retailers know that, and therefore, the gift card thing is a total scam. Secondly, people hate being told where they can and can't spend their money. So if they don't want anything at the shop that you've bought them a gift card for, they'll go and exchange it online for cash on one of these online exchanges for less money than you actually gave them on the gift card. So you'd be better just giving them the cash or asking them what they want. Or the third thing is, a lot of gift cards actually just go unspent. The statistics are that there's about £400 million worth of gift cards that have gone unspent every year for the last 5 years. That's insane. If you give somebody cash, you can guarantee they're going to spend it. But if you give it to them on a gift card, again, they're not going to be able to spend it where they want to, or they're going to have to top it up. Those are obligations that people don't want, or they'll lose the gift card somewhere because they go, it's really difficult to use. The sixth and final thing I don't spend money on at Christmas are workplace secret Santas. And the reason for this is that 1, most people won't follow the rules. 2, they'll just try and buy something for their friend. 3, they'll overspend. Or 4, they're just going to give you some junk and you're going to give them some junk. So what's the point, right? Why are we all wasting money, 15, 20 pounds, on the Secret Santa, just so you can tell somebody they smell bad by buying them a perfume and shampoo set? You're essentially exchanging 15 pounds of your money to get a random shampoo and perfume set that you don't want, that you're then going to re-gift on to somebody else in the future. So whilst you might get called a Grinch, don't participate in Secret Santas if you can at all opt out without losing your job. Okay, so we're done with the negatives. Here's 6 things that you should actually do during the Christmas period. Number 1 is create a budget and stick to it. You'll know there's a reason Santa has a list and checks it twice, right? It's to make sure he doesn't go over budget. Make sure you have a budget for your Christmas spending that is affordable to you. And don't be guilt-tripped into spending more. Don't feel like, oh, I've bought one person 2 gifts and one person 1 gift, so I have to buy the person a second gift. No, set a budget that is reasonable, affordable, and isn't going to put you into financial trouble, and use that to buy all your gifts. The second thing is consider going in on a group gift for somebody. The big gifts that many people might hold off buying for themselves in the hope that somebody will buy it for them for Christmas have now just become unreasonably expensive for one person to buy. So if you know somebody who wants a specific thing, find out if their friends, partner, family are all going to buy it together, and maybe you can all buy them that one bigger gift rather than all buying them a pair of socks or something cheap that's going to end up in the bin or getting re-gifted. Trust me, for example, I want the new Flight Simulator 2024 game. Now I want the Premium Deluxe Edition, which is £130. My family could all go in on that together and split it 4, 5, 6 ways. Or they might all go out and buy me a perfume and shampoo set, which I don't really want and will end up getting re-gifted. So that's my point. If you can go in with other people and get somebody the gift that they actually want, that they're going to spend hundreds, potentially thousands of hours in, then that's the better gift to get. Even if the person only gets 1 gift on Christmas Day, if they get the thing that they want and you haven't gone over your budget, then everybody wins. The third recommendation for Christmas is to spend time together. As I get older and become more financially stable, I value time with friends and family more than any gift they could buy me. Again, as I mentioned, things are going up in price and I can't expect my friends and family to buy me the things that I want. However, I already buy myself everything that I need. We already mentioned the cost of living and inflation. You have to be compassionate and realise that not everybody can afford to buy Christmas gifts. So an option for you might be to reach out to people you know who are struggling and actually suggest to them to not buy gifts for each other this year. It doesn't have to be awkward. You can just tell them you're following advice from Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert. And if they know, and it doesn't have to be awkward.
Use me as your excuse. Agree to make a prenup, a pre-Christmas no unnecessary present pact.
You can then just suggest meeting up at one of your houses for coffee. Trust me, your friends and family want to talk to you and feel that you care, more than any gift that you can give them that ends up feeling like an obligation that might put them into debt just so they can reciprocate. Time is the one thing you can't get more of, and therefore it's invaluable. And if you're willing to give somebody some of your time, they'll appreciate that more than any gift you can buy them. So just give your friends a call and suggest meeting for a coffee at your house or their house, and maybe buy some nice biscuits to go with it. Number 4 is buy Ferrero Rochers and After Eights. They're just great treats, but make sure you look for the bargains. As I said, I bought a 24 pack today for £6.50 from Asda. You can look posh and do it on the cheap. Tip number 5 is to re-gift. Throughout the year, you're likely to get a number of small gifts that you probably didn't need or want. This might be a holiday souvenir, such as a book or a wooden spoon. Maybe it's a perfume and shampoo set, or possibly a nondescript candle. These items are great to keep in your cupboard and then re-gift at the next holiday or gifting season in your life. Now, just be careful to make a note of who gave you what gift, so that you can avoid that awkward moment when they unwrap the present that they gave you 6 months ago. My 6th and final tip is be charitable if you can. There are a lot of lonely people at Christmas, and suicide rates go through the roof. We also know that the government is withholding the winter fuel allowance for a lot of elderly people, so they may have to choose between eating and heating. If you're already trying to stretch £1 into £2, don't worry about this. Look after yourself and your family first. I recommend looking up details of your local food bank at the Trussell Trust below. Quite often you can donate money through gift aid to these charities. We talked about this in the last video. You might even be able to get some tax back on that. So you could over-gift to make sure that you're giving not just the amount you want to give, but also the tax that you can reclaim. And these food banks can quite often use that money more efficiently than you can. They can buy bulk items from warehouses and items that they know that they need, rather than you just leaving 1 or 2 cans at the supermarket. However, if you can only leave 1 or 2 cans at the supermarket, that's good too. Just be charitable if you can this Christmas. If you got value from this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, and join us in the comments for a conversation. If you've got some more time, here's the next video you should watch. It's called Do I Regret Paying My Mortgage Early? I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.